So, Marvel Studios gets Fox and scraps New Mutants and Dark Phoenix. That might just be the future. So I've already talked about the fact that it looks like Dark Phoenix is in a lot of trouble. New Mutants probably scrapped at this point. We don't really know what's going to be up with any of these Fox X-Men movies other than The Guarantee, which is the future of Deadpool. So there's been a lot of rumors, a lot of stuff said, and something that I recently said multiple times, according to my sources, that's been brought back up by other people on other websites now that they're hearing from their own people, is the fact that New Mutants and Dark Phoenix might never see the light of day as far as theatrical releases. Essentially what they're saying is they've heard the same things I've heard as far back as 6-7 months ago. When this thing happens, Fox is not going to want to hurt the X-Men brand, which Disney is going to own, and Disney is not going to want to hurt the X-Men brand further by putting out movies right as they're starting on their own reboots. So what's the logical step? Well, take a hit, scrap the movies. Like, you're making, let's say Dark Phoenix, right, for $250 million is the rumored budget. Realistically, with marketing, you're probably going to make $50 million off that movie. If you're lucky. And if Apocalypse is any indicator, you could be far off worse. New Mutants, low budget, extensive reshoots that may or may not have happened because nobody wants to talk about them, and certain cast members having problems and things like that. New Mutants was already targeting maybe $200 million as a total. So you're making it for $50 million, reshoots $20-30 million, marketing $50 million. Yeah, you could probably write off $50 million. Disney could see it feasibly, as a good argument and talk to Fox and be like, look, these movies are going to make you $100 million. We already own you. What are you going to stand to get? You scrap these movies. 2.5 years from now, you have an X-Men movie that's going to make, on a $300 million with marketing budget, because they're going to make it for like $150. It's going to make $700 million. We're going to be pocketing $250-300 million off this movie. Doesn't that seem better? They're going to convince them of that. So what happens with X-Men, Dark Phoenix and New Mutants? Well, if the rumors are true, it's going to be exactly what I told you guys months ago. Streaming service? Years later, dump it. It's really the correct way to go. What kind of incentive can you give people after you got your own brand out there is go, hey, remember that old franchise we got that kind of just died? Yeah, here's the final chapters. Oh, here's a side project we did. Check it out. If there's good enough buzz on New Mutants, maybe you retrofit the New Mutants into some sort of new thing for the MCU. You look at Dark Phoenix, nobody cares. So it's really no loss there. And only would get you a little bit more subscribers, right? It's really a win-win situation for anything they do with him, even including scrapping them.